life. Your wife want the pipe, and when I hit, you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for her to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I could ruin your day by smashing your bitch? Yo. What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Who we got up in here? We got my dude, Frank H. Unique 79 is in the building. Shout out to Massive. Shout out to AJ Lindo, Certified Tyrone. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to my nigga Joe Blast in the building. What up, what up, what up? Shout out to Baki, Renee. Shout out to my dude K-Zaggin20 in the motherfucking building. What up, Steve-O baby? Patrick was good. JD was popping. Shout out to R Gully. What up, what up? Olafemi Giovanni was popping. Ronnie, what's good? Kaysen, what's going on? Shout out to Jaden, what's good, what's good? We the Vita was popping in, what's going on with you guys? Man, I'm telling you, listen, today's show, shout out True Savage, was good. Shout out to everybody in here. So, man, today's fucking show is gonna be so fucking good because this is the type of information, again, I love when I like sometimes, pushing the free line. It's like the shit that I'm talking about today is stuff that I would probably talk about on Patreon, or I'd probably talk about on a Bad Boy membership program or something like that. But I want to extend the free line because what that means is that I'm going to give some heavy game for motherfucking free. You feel what I'm saying? Some heavy game for fucking free. You feel what I mean? So let me give myself a hand clap for that. Let me give myself a motherfucking hand clap for that shit. But listen, before we get into the heavy game, I gotta remind you guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. So let's check out what we got on the Bad Boy membership. This month on the Bad Boy membership, you're going to get Deep Game Part 2, 10 Essential Principles to Transform Your Dating Life. This is the Part 2 to the Deep Game series. In this program, you're going to learn the one thing you can do to be the most attractive man to women. You're also going to learn 2 types of women who's the easiest to sleep with. You're also going to learn the one thing you must do during sex to keep women coming back for more. And you're also going to learn exactly what to do to keep women interested in you for a long-term relationship. You're going to learn all this and more by going to badboymembership.com right now and check out Deep Game Part 2.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
All right, so phone lines are up. The phone lines are up. And if you got a question, put a Q in the chat and we'll get that shit cracking. So let's get into this. So, title of the show, how you view sex determines how easy you'll get it. Okay, how you view sex determines how easy you'll get it. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this particular topic, because what I noticed is that a lot of times in this game, you have a lot of like goofy dudes who don't really understand the game like that, right? So they come up with a lot of different theories and a lot of different things that they say about dealing with women, which can sort of give you an idea that they don't actually know what it is to really be out here dealing with women and getting sex and hooking up and being the type of guy that can easily pull chicks and get shit cracking, right? Because what happens is that dudes will say shit like, well, you can't just tell a girl you want to have sex with her. You can't do that. That's crazy. That's insane. You can't just let a girl know you're trying to hook up, right? Or you can't just have sex with a chick when you first meet her. That's impossible, Locario. You can't just meet up with a chick and have sex with her. That's crazy. You can't just meet a chick on the street and smash her that day, right? You can't, be on a date and mention sex and tell the girl that you actually want sex. That's insane, right? That'll never work. Now, see, what happens is that a lot of dudes, right? The reason why they say this is because they're coming from their own, perspective. And their perspective is as of a guy who's never actually been in situations where women want to have sex with him quickly. So what happens is that in his world, that's impossible. See, he doesn't really understand women and how sexual women are. You feel what I mean? See, this is why I got, you see the shirt right here? Women love sex, right? So the view that I have is women love sex, right? So now, if my view is women love sex, then my actions, right, are going to coincide with my view that women love sex. So that means that when I'm interacting with women and I know that women love sex, then I'm going to give off a different energy than a guy who doesn't know that women love sex. And see, a lot of times, a lot of these guys' views of women and sexuality come from them not actually having experience where women want to throw the pussy at them, where women actually want to fuck them that bad, right? So what they usually get is, these are guys who can probably, roll up on a chick and approach her in the street and shit, or they can take a girl on a date. They can talk to the girl on the phone, right? But these guys are in situations where the women are telling them, hey, I'm really trying to get to know someone. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not that type of girl. Like, they'll hear all of these things that make them think that women don't like sex as much as them. So the guy is thinking, man, I want to hit that. She's bad and all this other stuff. But that bad chick he's trying to smash is telling him that she's a church girl and that she's been celibate for 2 years and that she's found God and that she's trying to, take it slow and that she's not that type of chick. So he hears this all the time. He hears this a lot, and that becomes his reality. And so he starts to believe the stuff that women are telling him because the things that women are telling him coincide with his reality. So if women keep telling you, hey, I'm not that type of girl, women don't be out here fucking like that, and women got to get to know you, and women need to be emotionally connected to a man in order for sex to happen, right? And then your reality basically, is coinciding with that shit, because you're like, wait a second, women told me that they need to be emotionally connected before they can fuck. Right? And I notice that every time I talk to a woman or I deal with a woman, I have to take her out on a bunch of dates. I got to talk to her on the phone. I got to get to know her. And then maybe I get some sex. And sometimes I don't get sex, but sometimes I do. But usually I have to talk to them for a while. I got to get to know them. I got to see if, there's that connection, because that's what they say. So a lot of times these guys' view of sex is basically molded by their experience of dealing with women, and then their view becomes what the women have told them. So their view is what the ladies told them, because the ladies told them a bunch of bullshit, because the ladies aren't attracted to him like that. So in his mind, in his brain, in his fucking reality, he can't get sex like that. So when a guy like that hears a guy like me talking about, yo, nigga, you could just holler at a chick and let her know you trying to smash, they're like, but no, Lucario, that's crazy. How are you going to just tell a woman that you want to have sex? That's never going to work, because women need an emotional connection and all that, right? So how he views sex determines how easy he will get it. Now, check this out. If he thinks that you need to take a woman out on a few dates and get to know her before you can get to sex, is he going to get sex easy? No, right? If he thinks that women don't like sex as much as men, is he going to get sex easy? No, right? If he's the type of motherfucker, right, that, views sex as like some sacred ass act and shit, and, the Kundalini energy and the fucking soul ties and, the pair bonding and all that other bullshit and the body counts. If he views sex in that way, is he going to get sex easily? No. Right? Because see, what happens is this. You can't have a certain thought in your head, and then at the same time, right? I'm gonna take some calls in a second. We're gonna get to that in a second. You can't have a certain thought in your head, and then also have your reality be contrary to that thought, because your thoughts become your actions, right? See, think about this. If you wanted to be a fucking a millionaire, right? You wanted to be a millionaire, but you thought that money is the root of all evil. And you thought that rich people, most rich people, they're scammers. All these rich businessmen, they just scammed all these people out of a lot of money, or the only reason they got money is because their dad had money, or, money's the root of evil. So, this and this and that. Now, how are you going to become a millionaire and get all this money if you think money is evil or the root of all evil? That's sort of contradictory, because what's going to happen is, because you don't want to have to deal with the root of the evil, you're going to not want to fuck with the money on a subconscious level. So even if you want it, subconsciously, you're going to stop yourself from getting it because you think money is the root of evil. You think rich people are all scammers. And you're like, well, I'm not a scammer. I don't want to be a scammer. So therefore, I'm not going to be rich. Money's the root of evil. I don't want to be evil. So I'm not going to be rich. Rich people are scammers. I don't want to be a scammer. So I won't be rich. So your thoughts are going to determine the actions, and how you view these things are going to determine whether or not you're going to get it a certain way. So if you're viewing sex with women as, oh, well, this is something special, right? Or women have to, take it slow and get to know you. If you view sex like this, right, you're not going to get sex easy. See, you get sex easy when you realize that getting sex ain't shit, okay? You get sex easy when you realize getting sex ain't shit and that it's not special. You see what I'm saying? So you're not scared to let a chick know that you want to fuck, because also you understand how much women love to fuck. See, the problem is you have a lot of guys out there, right? They're in situations where they don't realize how bad chicks want dick. You understand what I'm saying?
Dick is a gift.
They don't understand this.
It's
they have
a gift.
no idea, right?
It's a gift.
They don't understand how bad chicks want dick and how much chicks love dick, because they are not the guys that are receiving this. You understand what I'm saying? See, look at this. Check this out. Because, there's guys that'll say, you can't tell a chick that you just met that you just want to have sex with her, right? Now, check this out. So you're saying it's not okay to tell a chick you just met that you want to fuck. Think about this. You're saying it's not okay to tell a chick that you just met you want to fuck. But check this out. Is it okay for a woman who just met you to tell you she wants to fuck you? Think about this. Think about this. Is it okay for a woman that just met you to tell you that she wants to fuck? Is that okay? I want to know in the comments. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know in the comments, is it okay for a woman that just met you, she just met you at a party, at a bar, online, or whatever it is it okay for her to tell you that she wants to have sex with you? Right? See, Urban Productions saying, yes, it's okay, right? Most guys would be like, yeah, that's fine, right? So if it's okay for her to do that, why is it not okay for you to do that? And this is the funny part. Most guys who have super tight game, most guys who are really sexually attractive, guess what happens? Women actually tell these guys, hey, I want to have sex with you. Hey, I want to fuck. Women will tell those guys that first in a lot of cases. You understand that? So women will tell guys first before the guy even mentions sex. The woman is mentioning sex. Huh? Listen, I've been on dates before where I meet up with the chick to get a drink, right? I get to the spot. She gets to the spot. I see her. We order a drink. And before we even take a sip of the drink, the chick is telling me, hey, listen. And, it's funny because sometimes I'm like, I usually don't do this or say this, but, do you want to just go back to my place? You understand what I'm saying? They'll let you know they want to fuck. There's times I match with girls on Tinder or OkCupid, and the first message from the chick is that, yo, let's meet up and fuck. Huh? I'm at parties and shit, at events and all that other stuff. I'm talking to women out the blue. We just having a conversation. And she's like, hey, do you want to come back to my place? And sometimes it'll be chicks I'm not even flirting with. I'm just having a regular conversation. And sex is on her mind. And she's the one who brings it up first. Huh? She's the one who brings it up first. So you got these goofies out here talking about, oh, well, you can't bring, that's creepy. You can't tell a chick that you just want to have sex. You can't let a girl know you want to have sex. Really? So why they letting me know they want to have sex? So the girls, are the women creepy now when they tell you they want to have sex? Huh? Are the women creepy because they want to have sex with you and they tell you they want to have sex, huh? Come on, man. See, what happens is that when you have a different mindset and the way you view sex, right, that's going to determine how you act. Because when you understand that women like sex as much as you, when you understand that women want it, right, you interact with women differently because you know something that the average dude don't know. You understand? You know something the average dude don't know. See, because the average dude, right, he doesn't get women telling him that, hey, I want to have sex with you. You know what the average dude gets? Hey, I want to get to know you. Hey, I need to be emotionally connected. Hey, I'm not really looking for any, like thing right now. I just want to be friends. But that's what the average dude gets. So the average dude don't know nothing about this. He don't know nothing about this. Matter of fact, shout out to Alan Roger Curry. Shout out to my dude, Alan Roger Curry. Because just the other day, Alan Roger Curry did a video on his channel where he was talking about how you got certain guys who, will sort of look at dealing with women different ways. And he's like, this is how you could tell a guy's like blue pill or purple pill or red pill or whatever. And he was basically saying how if you give a guy a scenario, and I'm paraphrasing, so I don't know the exact specifics he said, but you could definitely watch his video. Shout out to him. He was basically saying that if you asked a bunch of different guys, is it possible for you to meet a woman in within like 2 hours, her wanting to like smash? Like, could you meet a random chick and in 2 hours, be ready to, smash and make shit happen? So he was saying that some guys who are like blue pill, right? They would say, oh no, that could never happen. You understand what I'm saying? That could never happen, right? And that's the perspective they're coming from because in their lives, they've never had that. You understand? They never had that. You said, why are you getting women who are upfront with you about wanting to fuck, but most men aren't getting that? Because most men aren't sexually attractive to women like that. And the reason why most men aren't sexually attractive to women like that is because of how men think and how men act in relation to dealing with women. So if I'm coming up to women, right? Let's say, for example, my general attitude towards women, right, is that the sex ain't special, right? I can fucking get sex. Sex is not a big deal. We could do it now. Let's make it happen. It's not a big deal. Like I'm coming to them with that energy of, I know you like to fuck. You understand? I'm coming with the energy that I know that you like to fuck. And then guess what happens? She sees me and she says, this guy knows that women like to fuck. And then when she realizes that this guy knows that women like to fuck, she's like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck him. Because I know that this guy knows that women like to fuck. But guess what? When you guys go up to a woman and you're like, hey, miss, oh my God, you're like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Can I take you out to dinner and get to know you? And then she's like, oh, this nigga don't know that women like to fuck. And exactly, 6 and another thing is beta males are too judgmental. You understand? Exactly. Renee says, because a real man is non-judgmental. Exactly. Exactly. See, when you're non-judgmental, women want to fuck you. But guess what? You know why most women aren't fucking all of these guys out here? Well, if a woman has a high body count, then she can't pair bond. And then, that's disgusting. She's a slut. She's a whore. She's a thot. She's fucked up. Guess what? She don't want to fuck you, nigga, because you're judgmental. She knows that you're that type of nigga, so she ain't giving you no pussy, nigga. Matter of fact, she's like, this guy is so goofy and he don't know how much women love sex. I'm going to pretend I'm the type of woman that he's looking for. So I'm gonna let him take me out on 3 fucking dates. I'm gonna let him talk to me on the phone. I'm gonna let him spend all his time and energy and attention on me. And then when he starts to invest all this shit, because he's some beta male goofy ass nigga, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up getting him to wife me up. And then when he wifes me up, and I'm not really that attracted to him, but he got the bag. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end up being his wife. And then when this nigga gets me upset, I'm gonna tell this bitch ass nigga to go sleep on the fucking couch. And he gonna do it because he a pussy. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens. So she not giving no sex to she not trying to fuck a dude like that. Because his judgmental ass is on some dumb shit. This is what I try to tell y'all. See, y'all think y'all could be the same niggas bitching and moaning about body counts and then also be the nigga that chicks want to fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Get the entire fuck out of here. You think the same nigga that's bitching and moaning about body counts is gonna be the same nigga that a chick is gonna throw the pussy to? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. See, when you're non-judgmental, women understand, oh, this nigga, he know he's used to getting pussy. So I'm definitely giving him some pussy because he's used to getting pussy quickly. He knows what to do with some pussy. He understands that women like to have sex. He understands that women love sex. He understands this. But see, goofy niggas don't understand this. So they're like, man, that's creepy. You telling a girl when you first meet her that you want to have sex? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. See, a lot of dudes, unfortunately, they're going to have to go through the nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly, Joe Bass. The entire fuck. That's a fact. They're going to have to go through the nonsense because they refuse to believe that women love sex. And the thing is this, it's hard for them to believe because, of course, listen, if I was some dude who had a hard time getting pussy, or if I was some dude who women are always telling me they got to get to know me, if I was some dude who women kept telling me they got to be emotionally connected before they could fuck, if I was that dude, I wouldn't believe that you could have sex quickly either. You understand what I'm saying? I probably believe that shit too. But this shows you the level of game from some niggas. You understand? This shows you the level of game. Because see, if a guy's talking that stupid shit about, man, you can't just tell a woman you want to have sex, that nigga is not the type of nigga that is in situations where chicks want to fuck him like that. Because if he was, he would understand that, yes, you can just let these chicks know you want to fuck, and then they'll fuck if they're sexually attracted to you. And in fact, there are times, like I said, they will be the ones to bring it up first. You understand? They'll be the ones to bring it up first. Listen, man, let me tell you guys something. There were times where, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you, this is the funniest shit. There was one week, I remember, where I had, I think, 4 dates in a row. Like it was like, I think like maybe like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or something like that. 4 dates in a row, right? So first date, went to get drinks, right? Went back to her place, smashed. Second date, same thing. Went to get drinks, went back to the chick's place, smashed. Third date, on the third date, same shit. Went to go get drinks, smashed. So I smashed 3 chicks 3 days in a row, right? And then that's on top of, fucking, my wife and other chicks that I was fucking at the time, right? So I remember that week, on the 4th date, right? On the 4th date, this is the stupidest shit ever. On the 4th date, we go get drinks. This chick wants to smash. I told the 4th date, yo, let's kind of chill and get to know each other a little bit, and then we could have sex later. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was tired. I turned down sex from this chick because I was tired because the other 3 women wanted to fuck, and I fucked the other 3 women 3 days in a row. And you trying to tell me you can't talk to chicks about sex on a first date, nigga? The fuck y'all talking about? The fuck is niggas talking about? Oh my God, I can't. Yo, I can't with these dudes, man. Oh my goodness, I can't. This nigga, you need to ask him, how do you ask those balls? Hilarious. Yo, I'm telling you, listen, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And the funny part was the 4th girl, soon as I walked into the fucking, because I told her to meet me at the spot, she got there before me. Soon as I walked in, I saw on her face, I said, oh, this chick's gonna wanna fuck. I was like, I know this chick gonna wanna fuck. And I was like, look, I'm gonna drink this shit. I'm gonna tell her, let's meet up next week or something, cause whatever. And this chick's like, so, what are you doing later? And like, she's like trying. And I said, listen, I got some shit to do later. So, I really had a good time, but I want to see you again. So how about we get together next week, right? So I turned down the sex. You understand what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing. Let me explain something to you guys. There's only a small amount of dudes that women want to fuck that quickly. You understand? There's only a small amount of motherfuckers that women want to fuck that quickly. You understand? So what happens is that when a woman meets that type of guy, she's like, yo, I want to get it popping. You said, did I still? Yes, I just smashed the next week. See, Renee says facts. Exactly. There's a small amount of guys that women find that they're like, yeah, I want him now. They're like, I want him now. And the reason why, there's a small amount of guys like that is because most of these niggas, these average dudes, talking about, oh, the body count and pair bonding, and a chick is a whore if she does this, and I'm not gonna wife a girl up if she does that, right? So a chick could tell you. You understand what I'm saying? A chick could tell that you're the type of guy that, she shouldn't be giving no pussy to. You understand? Like they know this. They're like, oh, he's one of these guys. He's one of these average niggas. So I'm gonna give him the average nigga treatment. You understand? Because he wants to wine and dine her, take her on 3 dates, get to know her and shit. So she plays up the role of the good girl, right? So that's your reality. So 90-some% of your situations, you going on 3-4 dates. 90% of some of your situations, women are telling you when you try to push for sex, oh, well, I'm not like that. She's like, I got to tell you, like, look, she's like, and this is how easy it is for her. Because she's not that sexually attracted to you, she can tell you that she ain't like that. Do you guys understand that when a woman is really sexually attracted to you, it's extremely hard for her not to want to fuck you or not to fuck you? Like it's hard for her to not fuck you. You understand? Like it's almost like she can't contain herself. She's a goddamn wild animal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, let me explain something to you guys. Do you guys realize that when a woman wants you, like she really, really wants you, and you're not, like, let's say you're kind of, like you're kind of chilling. Right? But she really wants you. But you, for whatever reason, either you don't recognize it, or you just, let's say you're not that attracted to her, or you just not trying to fuck her at that time or whatever. In some cases, women will get aggressive with you because they want the dick. You understand? Women will get aggressive with you because they want the dick. They'll try to grab your dick. They'll try to grab you up. They'll get aggressive. You see what I'm saying? But see, certain guys don't know that because they're not in those situations, because it's the way they view sex. You understand? The way you view sex determines how easy you get it. If you're the type of guy putting sex on a pedestal, it's going to be harder for you to get sex. I'm gonna say it again. If you're putting sex on a pedestal, it's gonna be harder for you to get sex. You understand? Because what happens is that based off of how you view sex is how women are going to interact with you based off that view. Because check this out, this is how it works. You're the type of guy who feels some way about a woman and her body count, meaning you feel some type of way about women having sex. So because you feel some type of way about women having sex, you're putting the pussy, the sex, on a pedestal. So now that you're putting the sex on a pedestal, when she interacts with you, she can see that you're the type of guy who is judgmental because you put sex on a pedestal. So that means if a woman is sexual, which means if she gets sexual with you now, you will judge her because you put sex on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, she's not going to be that sexual woman with you. And then on top of that, because you're putting sex on a pedestal, you are less attractive sexually. You understand? You are less attractive sexually. You understand? As soon as you put sex on a pedestal, you're less attractive sexually to her. Period. Because putting the sex on a pedestal comes with being judgmental about sex. And if you're judgmental about sex, how in the fuck is she gonna wanna fuck you if you're gonna judge her for fucking you? See, niggas don't think. Niggas don't think. You understand? And remember, like I said, the fact that we even got social media now popping like crazy, right? These chicks, let's say you match with these girls on Tinder, or you meet a chick at a bar or whatever, and then, you know, she finds you on Facebook, Instagram, and she's seeing your posts, and you got posts talking about she's for the streets and shit, and you got posts talking about, oh, you know, pair bonding and shit, and you got posts talking about, oh, you know, wifey material is like this, and if she's fucking a bunch of niggas, you got all this shit on your fucking page. And you hit her up trying to holler at her for the date. She's like, oh, okay, he's one of these niggas. Okay, I'll play the role. I'll be that chick. I will be the most purest virgin he has ever met. Matter of fact, you know, I've never even seen a, she's like, I never even seen a dick in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. You understand? Exactly. You said guys with RP or alpha in their username. Yo, this nigga's username is Red Pill Alpha. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga's username is Red Pill Alpha and shit. And he got all that shit on his fucking page. You understand? And she's like, oh, he's one of these niggas. Okay. So now let me assert myself and pretend to be, you know, this type of chick so that I can use him for whatever I need right now. Because why should I bother to, you know, like,
Why should I bother to fucking, burst his bubble to explain to this goofy nigga that women actually are out here fucking? I'm gonna just pretend to be what he wants so that I can use him for what I want. Because understand, once she realizes you're like that, she's no longer attracted to you like that sexually. She's like, so now you become, it's like, like how, for example, there's certain women that you're not really, really feeling, but you'd fuck. You understand? Like there's certain women that you're not really feeling their personality. The chick's not really your type physically, but you're like, you know what? If I'm bored, I'll call her up and I'll get my dick sucked, right? Women are the same way with sex, but also with attention, right? So women will use, like the way we use chicks for sex, women will sometimes use guys like that for with attention. So she's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling him, but I'll use this nigga for attention until a real nigga shows up. You understand what I'm saying? I'll use him in the meantime. So Red Pill Alpha hits her up on the phone and talking about, hey girl, what's up? I was wondering what type of food you like to eat. And she's like, oh, I actually like, I'm like a Ruth Chris type of girl. Like I like that type of stuff. And he's like, all right, cool. I got you. Listen, how about we meet up Friday evening? I take you to Ruth Chris and we could get to know each other and stuff. Right. And she's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. So this nigga, he takes her to Ruth Chris and shit. He's whining and dining her and shit. And he's talking to her. He's all smiling, showing all his teeth and shit. Right. And then, he fucking drives her back to her crib. He's a gentleman, so he gets out the car first. He goes around. He opens her car door. She comes out the car and shit, right? And then he walks her to her house and shit, right? And then he's thinking, damn, I want to fuck this girl. So he's trying to kiss her, and then she might give him a little peck on the lips, right? And then he's trying to continue, and she's like, hold on, wait. I just kind of, I want to take this slow. Like, I'm not really into like moving things fast. Like, I got to really trust the man before I get intimate with him like that. Right. And he's like, yeah, baby, it's all good. But I had a really good time. Let's definitely do this again. She's like, yeah, definitely. Like, I look forward to it again and blah, blah, blah. So this bitch nigga leaves. Right. And then when he leaves, she goes inside. And she calls another nigga, and he comes over, and he's beating it up. He's beating it up. Oh, God. Right? He's beating it up. Oh, damn, somebody ringing my bell. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Oh yeah, I did because I went. I was like, "Who is this coming in?" I'm like, "Goddamn!" It was April in the building. What's going on? I was like, "Who is this nigga in the door?" Oh man, crazy. But yeah. So he takes the girl home. She calls the other guy, right? And the guy he's beating it up. You understand? He's doing all this. So all of that is happening. And then his punk ass, what he's doing? He's going home. He's thinking about her. He's like, yo, I think she's the one, bro. I think she's the one. Like I found somebody special.
I am special.
He's like, I found the one, guys. He gonna call his boys like, yo, bruh. Yo, I went out with this baddie the other night, bro. She's bad, my dude. Like, she's bad, bro. And guess what? She's not like the other. She's not a thought, bro. She's bad.
They think I'm checking on you.
Oh, please.
No, I'm getting home from work.
Right. Yo, they're like, she's bad. So this is what happens with you guys. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you guys are out there fucking doing all of this shit, right? You up there thinking this chick is this precious little good girl virgin because she gave you a peck on the lips after the first date after you took her to Ruth Chris. And you thinking she at home fucking reading the Bible, but she really getting her back blown out. You see what I'm saying?
Oh God.
So she's getting her back blown out and you thinking she's the one. Right? And this is the same type of goofy nigga that's gonna be like, yo, you can't talk to chicks about sex on the first date. But she sees that you're red pill alpha online, right? So she knows that she gotta act like the good girl that you think she is. So because you're delusional, she's going to play right into your nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? This is how it works. This is exactly how it works. See, that guy's view of sex determined how easy he's gonna get it, and he's not getting it easy. He's not getting it easy. He got to take her on 2 or 3, 4 more dates, bruh. He ain't getting to that pussy until like the 3rd or 4th date, if that. Right? So what happens is that, you know, this is the type of motherfucker that doesn't really understand the game. He just doesn't really understand the game. That's all that is. He does not understand the game. It's ridiculous. Hold on, it's Player's Life. Call up, bro. Call up. The number is 646-481-3901. So let me put the number on the screen. 646-481-3901. Call up. That is the number. But guys, you could call the number 646-481-3901. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. But call up. Let's see. Let's go to okay, we're gonna go to 862. What's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Lucario? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Okay, well, yes, sir.
All right. That's what's up.
So
what's going on?
I was looking at your question. I mean, I was looking at one of your videos online. You're talking about like having confidence and stuff like that. And it doesn't matter like if you're like the most in shape or like have the most money, because if you don't have confidence, you know, it's not going to make a difference. Or you could go broke, or you could get an injury. And I can agree to that because I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm still dealing with my confidence. So my question is, like, how do I go about? Do I give myself positive affirmations? Do I just act how I would think a confident person would act, or you know, how can I cultivate that?
Well, see, this is the thing. This is the thing with confidence that you guys got to understand, right? Is that confidence is like, okay, confidence is sort of like a thing. Like if let's say we're talking about happiness, right? I can't tell you how to be happy. Like you're happy because it's something within that you feel, that you experience, and you understand that you're happy. You understand what I mean? But it's something inside that you feel, right? The same thing with confidence. It's something inside that you feel. So it is as your sort of like view of yourself, right? So now what happens is that when it comes to confidence, there's certain things you can do with certain ways that you can build your confidence, right? By, for example, you can do certain things to show to yourself or prove to yourself that you're capable of doing something. So you might say, oh, well, I'm really good at A, B, and C. So because I'm really good at A, B, and C, I feel good about myself that I'm good at A, B, and C. And then you start to feel confident about that, so that you start to get a feeling inside because of understanding that you're good at this, right? So that's like a sort of like a surface level way of trying to build it up so that you can understand it. But what it is that when it comes to core confidence, right? When it comes to like actually like really being a confident motherfucker, it's a thing where you have to know. So for example, let's say, okay, so like what's your first name?
Larry.
Larry. Okay, now, so because your first name is Larry, you know your first name is Larry, and no matter what anybody says about what your first name is, so if I said your first name is John, right? You're not going to be like, well, wait a second, is my first name John? I'm not sure. I don't know, right? You're not going to do that because you know your name is Larry. So it's the same thing with confidence. When you know, and there's nothing that shakes it. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is
like that self-assuredness.
Right, exactly. So you're so self-assured the same way you're so self-assured that your name is Larry. You see what I'm saying? So you know yourself that much. You understand your value that much. You understand how significant you are that much that nothing is really shaking it because you have that knowledge. You have that knowing. You have that feeling. You have that sure feeling about what it is. But see, that's something that you have to recognize on your own. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the only thing that I can do is I can give pointers to put you in the right direction, but you have to see it for yourself. So for example, right? I use this same example before, like if you have a car and the car is dusty and the windows are dusty, right? But inside the car, it is jewels, right? But you can't see the jewels because the car is dusty. So now, once I wash the car and I put water on the car, I wash the windows. Now that I wash the windows and the car is spotless, right? You can see inside, you can see the jewels. So what I help with is washing the fucking windows, meaning taking off the bullshit, taking off the conditioning, taking off the insecurity, taking off all the nonsense. And then when you take off all that nonsense, then you'll start to understand confidence. You start to see your value, just like you can see the jewels in a car. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, you have to see it.
That's what you was doing, like in the movie, right? How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day.
Right, exactly.
Like, remember the white dude?
Right.
He was like kind of like all over the place.
Exactly. Because the thing is,
that's dope.
Because the thing is, the jewels are there. The confidence is inside you already. You have to recognize it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? That's the part you got to do on your own that nobody can do for you. Right. You see what I mean? And that's what it is.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Thanks. I'm on the Bad Boy membership, so I'm gonna do more of the work and get it done. And thanks a lot, big dog.
That's what's up. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So yeah. So guys, calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. Probably gonna go another maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we got to get some food. We got to get some food. We hungry out in this piece. You feel me? Man. But yeah, let me see what some of these questions are saying. You said, will you ever try to get signed again? Nah. You talking about like music? Nah, I'm good. I'm saying, like, I just do that shit. Like if anything, I would do some shit where I would do like I actually would love to do songwriting for people and see how that, like, you know, be ghostwriting for motherfuckers and shit. And then you know, if I had some sort of like deal, it would be some sort of like or just on some distribution type shit. Like I do my own shit, but I just work with some other people to get the shit out there or whatever. But actually like signing like a record deal and shit, hell no. You know what I'm saying? It says, does the intense hunger after sex go away as you get older, or will it always be a problem? It makes my stomach hurt. Listen, it depends, bro. It depends on the person. Some people have higher sex drives than others. Some people, you know, as they get older, it's not the same as it was when they were young. It just all depends. You feel what I'm saying? So it just depends on the particular person. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it depends on. All right, so let me go to 718. I think this is Moses. Moses, what's good?
Hey, Lucario, April, how y'all doing? I donated, by the way.
What up? Appreciate it. What's going on?
Man, you know, only thing I can just say, man, is everything you're saying is 100% truth, man. Because let me tell you something, man. Ever since I was listening to you, I started realizing how much women love sex, man. You understand? Because I remember this past Saturday night.
Right.
You know me, I'm always out. I don't get home till like 6:30. I'm out until 11 p.m. I don't get home till like 6:30 in the morning. Right? Now, what happened was, you know, I was at the spot that night. You know, it was a cute chick. You understand? You know, she was flirting with me heavy. And then, you know, I started talking sexual to her. She was kissing up on me and all that other stuff.
Right.
Right? Now, I didn't know that she was trying to manipulate me. Here's how she tried to play me. How she tried to, she was trying to manipulate me.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you how. What she tried to do was I told her, okay, let's dip out. Let's go get it in.
Right.
She was like, oh, nah, she's not that type of girl to leave right quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But in order for that shit to happen, you know, she's telling me all bullshit, like how she's a star and all that other crap. You understand? Which I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then on top of that too, she told me, oh, you know, I gotta buy her Casamigos and food. I was like, you think I'm stupid, right? You think you can manipulate me, right? Just so you think I'm not, you think I'm a nigga that could do that you could do that too? Nah, I said, nah. Miss, have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Mm.
You understand? And then you have to understand, women know that. I say this for example, not examples to me. I say this because women know that there's a lot of suckers out here.
Right.
So of course, yeah, that woman was basically trying to get me.
Mm.
She's trying to act like she wants to have sex with me to get me to buy her expensive shit.
Right.
You understand? Like buy her drinks and shit. But because she saw I didn't fall for it, so because she saw that I'm not that dude, she quickly just backed off. He was like, okay, you know, that's not right. You know, you expect me to take down her drawers and shit like that.
Mm.
And I don't want to buy nothing. I'm like, women, I just met you. Like, I mean, from there, I was like, okay, miss, just have a nice day. And I just kept it pushing,
Mm.
you know? So I just wanted to throw that out there. You know, you got to also, with sex, people got to be careful too. Because women will try to act as if they want to have sex.
Right.
You
Exactly.
understand? So just so they could get you, get you to do the shit that they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just buy them shit.
Exactly.
And then so you got to be careful out here. You understand? And then another thing too, I was like, okay, fuck this bitch. Let me get to the next bitch.
Mm.
You understand? And I end up fucking the next bitch. You understand? So that goes to show there's women out there, man. I mean, women love sex, man. Whoever tells you that women don't love sex, they're lying to you, bro. Because I know a nigga that tells me that shit.
Right.
Because and one last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to take up your time. I wanted to say this. I like one of the favorite videos I like that you make is when the nigga with no game stumbles on the baddie.
Mm.
I have a friend of mine who stumbled on that dream girl. He said he like thick Dominican chicks.
Right.
You know, he likes them. So she happened to stumble upon one, right? Knowing he don't got no game, knowing he's not out there talking to women. And then guess what? It's 2 years now. And I tell him, how's it going? Has he smashed? He said no. So I'm telling him, yo, it's 2 years you dealing with that woman. You still didn't get sex from that woman in 2 years, bro? I'm like, bruh, that's how you know there's a lot of weak niggas out here. I'm like, bro,
listen, I believe it because I know motherfuckers like that. There's a girl that I knew back in the day where she was with a dude for maybe 2.5, 3 years or whatever. And all she allowed this guy to do was go down on her twice in like 2.5 years. And the funny part is she showed me the fucking text messages of him begging her to hit. And he would fucking pay her rent, you know, give her money, all this other shit. And this nigga was begging to hit. And all she allowed him to do was go down on her twice. And this is how weak a lot of these dudes are. So a lot of these dudes, they think that women don't like sex because these women aren't giving them sex. And so therefore their reality is women don't like to fuck around. You feel what I'm saying? But Moses, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, man. Yeah. Appreciate you. But let me try to get some more of these questions. What else we got? So where was we at? You said, is there a science behind post-nut clarity? I mean, I don't know. It might be. I haven't looked it up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you know, after you bust your nut, you know, you're a little bit more relaxed. So, you know, but who knows what this particular science behind it? Not really sure. Say, hey, bro, I appreciate a lot of chicks. He said, I approach a lot of chicks at the gym. They either say they got a boyfriend or not interested. Out of 20, gone on a date with one, although all was good vibes. Could it be me or just a numbers game? Well, the thing is, it could be it could be both. Basically, see, the thing is, it's always going to be a numbers game. You understand what I'm saying? So 1 out of 20 is not that bad, but you know what I'm saying? But either way, what's good about the numbers game is this: is that let's say on average you get 1 out of 20. So if you want to get 5 women, you just got to talk to 100 chicks. So the numbers game gives you sort of something to sort of, look at and say, okay, if I do this amount, I usually get this amount. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I used to see. Let me explain to you how deep this shit gets real quick, right? Because you can do this in all facets of the game, right? You say, okay, I realize if I approach a number of different women, usually I get this result, right? Then you can take it to another level. I notice that when I usually go to these types of events, I usually get this type of result. Or I notice when I talk to these types of women, I usually get this type of result. You understand? So, for example, what I noticed was, and this is what I noticed when I used to be going out here heavy to the bars and clubs in the city and all this other stuff, right? When I used to go out there, I noticed that, and see, I don't want to give too much away because I talk about this on the deep game part 2, which all you guys should get on the Bad Boy membership. But I'll talk about a little bit of it. What I noticed was that when I would when I would talk to women who were on vacation, you understand? That I would get a particular outcome versus talking to women who already lived in the city. So if I met a girl, I'm at a bar, at a club, whatever, and let's say I approach a few women, I'm talking to them, and then let's say I talk to this one girl and she's like, yeah, I live in New York. And then I talk to another girl and she's like, oh, I'm from, Barcelona. I'm out here for a few days. The girl who's from Barcelona, I'm like, I'm trying to see what's popping with her first. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why is because I've been doing it for so long that usually what I noticed was when I would holler at the girls who are from out of town, right? I would usually get sex quicker. And that's because they're on vacation. And when women are on vacation, they're looking to get dick. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, right? But see, the thing is that stuff you pick up on as you're doing what you do. You understand? Hold on, this guy got to be trolling. You got to be trolling. You got to be trolling, bro. Stop! Don't do this. You got to be trolling, man. Stop! What are you talking about? No, you got to be. No, stop. You can't be serious. You can't be serious, Leopoldo. You can't be serious. He said, guys, if you aren't having sex by at least the 4th month, run and don't waste any more time. That's funny. This nigga said the 4th month. Oh my God. That's hilarious. It's like I said, there's a whole season right there. Jesus Christ. Man. You said, okay, so this one says, why do some women stop talking to you because they know you get a lot of pussy? Well, that also happens too, where sometimes you got chicks who, they're in situations where they're interested, but they're they may not be that highly interested. And they see that you got a lot of shit going, right? And what happens is that they want to differentiate themselves from the other women, right? And so what happens is that when they realize that you're not necessarily going to change or be different towards her, then she stops talking to you because she doesn't want to be, looked at as all the rest of the woman that you fuck with. So sometimes chicks try to separate themselves by, you know what I'm saying? they try to differentiate themselves by being the chick that's like, oh, well, you're not going to get me that easy, like shit like that. And then eventually when they realize that you don't give a fuck or you're not really going to change them and switch up for her, she's out of there. He says, is there a problem with being desperate for pussy versus just wanting sex? Well, yeah, the thing is, if you're desperate for pussy, then you're usually not getting pussy, or you're not going to get pussy because you're so desperate for it. You see what I'm saying? See, then you'll end up, becoming a trick. So you gotta understand, dudes who are tricks are desperate for pussy, which is why they're, out there paying for sex all the time. Because they're desperate for pussy. It just is what it is. It says, what are some traits that exhibit judgmental behavior that we might not even realize we're showing? Again, like I said, getting online, talking about the body counts, talking about the pair bonding, talking about women are sluts for fucking. And see, understand this. You don't even have to say that to the woman. But because you think it, because you believe that is going to come out in your behavior. You understand? Because you think that's going to come out in your behavior. See, even guys will say stupid shit like, yo, I'll fuck the chick, but I ain't going to wife her up. Nigga, you ain't fucking nothing. Because you're not the type of nigga that fucks like that. Because if you was the type of nigga that fucks like that, you wouldn't be talking the stupid shit you was talking about in the first place. Well, I'll fuck her, but I ain't gonna. Nigga, you ain't fucking nobody. You ain't getting sex like that. You're not getting sex like that. That's like somebody saying, like a person saying something about being wealthy, right? And they're like, well, I wouldn't purchase a private jet like that for real, but I'd spend a bunch of money on some Gucci belts. It's like, nigga, you ain't got no money. What the fuck you talking about? You ain't doing shit. You talking like you that nigga. Because if you was that nigga, you'd be in a whole different tax bracket, and the way you would view dealing with money would be totally different. So it's the same thing. If you was that nigga getting pussy, your interactions with women and sex would be totally different. You see what I'm saying? Crazy. So were all those women similar or very different? I don't understand how the vibes could be consistent like that for 4 and 4. This is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is that, and this is the thing, that's not like it happens like that all the time. Meaning there's times where I went out with a bunch of different chicks. Some chicks I hit the first day, some chicks I didn't, whatever. But I was saying in that particular week, it was pretty much back to back to back like that. But the reason why, and this is the thing, I want you to pay close attention to your question. This is a very good teachable moment. You said, were all those women similar or very different? You said, I don't understand how the vibes could be consistent like that for 4 and 4. Again, and this is very, I'm so glad you said this. It's not about the women. What was consistent was me. I was the consistent. I was the common denominator. It wasn't about the women. I was the common denominator. I was that nigga who, check this out. Check this out. Do you know, I think it was probably like 2 out of the 4 women, right? You know what they said to me when I first met them? 2 out of the 4 women, I remember them saying this specifically. And I think maybe the third one said something similar, but I know specifically 2 out of the 4 women, you know what they said when they met up with me? They said, they was like, yo, I appreciate that you got to the point and set a date. They basically both said the same type of shit. They said in different words, but that's what they said. It was like, I appreciate that you actually set up a date and made it happen. Meaning that most of the motherfuckers that they're dealing with don't know how to set a fucking date. So already from the jump, I'm different than most other niggas they fucking with. Just off of that. Just off of that. Off of just setting the fucking date. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're like, yeah, these guys, they'll talk about all this nonsense and go back and forth with me and, you know, and all this other goofy shit, right? And I'm like, yo, when are you free? Free today? Okay, cool, let's meet here. That's it. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So what was consistent was me. It wasn't about the woman. You understand? Because the women there were different types of chicks. It didn't make a difference. What was consistent was me. You understand? So when they met me, they were like, oh, see, women can recognize niggas who got game. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Women know. They can tell the difference between, because check this out. When a woman interacts with a guy who actually has game, she can relax because she says to herself, this guy knows how to deal with women. So since he knows how to deal with women, I know I'm going to have a good fucking time. But if I'm dealing with a guy who doesn't know how to deal with women, it's going to be awkward. This nigga's going to act all needy and weird. You understand what I'm saying? But when she recognizes that you can deal with women, then she's going to want to fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? I says, have you turned down sex and never met again? Yeah, this times I turned down sex and never fucked with a chick because there's certain chicks that was on some bullshit. And I was like, I ain't fucking with you because you on some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, you ain't getting the dick. I'm like, you're not getting the dick. I can't fuck with you. You're crazy. You're insane. You got issues. All right, this one says, is there a way of viewing it or their lack of experience with women having a high sexual attraction for them? Wait, I gotta read it again. Is it their way of viewing it or their lack of experience with women having a high sexual attraction for them? Okay, I think you're saying, so the thing is that, yeah, it's the way they view it causes them to have women who don't have a high sexual attraction for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because based on how they view it, they act a certain way. When they act a certain way, women aren't attracted to them. You see what I'm saying? How you view things and how you view things is how you do things. You understand? I should put that on a fucking shirt. He said, I'm putting that on a goddamn shirt. How you view things is how you do things. That's fire. I'm sorry. That's fucking fire.
Sell it on your motivational.
Exactly. That shit is fat. Yo, how you view things is how you do things, goddammit. You understand what I'm saying? Some shit. Because see, the thing is, if you view it like, well, women don't like sex like that. Women, you gotta, take time to get to know them, and they're precious little angels that never get down and dirty. Then what happens is I'm gonna do my dating like that. So I'm going to take her out, roll out the red carpet, treat her like a princess, and all that other shit. But if I know that women like to fuck, if I know women like sex, if I know that women get freaky and they do all of this other shit, then the way I talk to them and interact with them is going to be different. That's it. What happened? You talking about?
Take that off.
You talking about? Oh, yeah, the shirt. That's what I've been telling them the whole time.
Women love sex raw.
Exactly. Women love sex raw, but don't do it raw.
Don't do it raw.
Don't do it raw. Even though women love sex raw, don't do it raw. You feel what I'm saying? So, but no, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So what you want to eat for dinner, man? Because we about to wrap this up in like 10 minutes. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to get some of these questions. Trying to get some of these questions. So my girlfriend tells me if I help more around the house, she would have sex with me.
What does that mean?
What does that mean when she says that? I can agree. I am lazy around the house. No.
How long have you been together?
No.
I have questions.
No, bro. No, and no. No.
I disagree.
No.
Yes, and yes.
No. Listen.
You're not the girlfriend.
Listen.
I am the girl.
No,
I get
it doesn't matter. If she's saying that she's gonna fuck him if he helps more around the house, then she is basically bartering the pussy for housework.
Okay, I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
I know I get that part.
Right.
But if you want more sex,
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Could.
No, because look, he's see. April's trying to listen. If he's doing that, he's acquiescing to her. He's following her lead. Listen. If you was to tell me, hey, do this thing or else you'd be like, this guy's a punk. You would lose all respect. It's over.
Okay, but
certified Towers to April, you know better.
I do know better, but I can say that there are things that first of all, if you know you're being lazy, then you just do it to do it. It has nothing to do with her or the sex or whatever. It has everything to do with the fact that you're just kind of being a lazy dickhead. Like, what do you expect her to bow down and do everything for you? She's not your freaking servant.
Listen. No, he needs to set up structure in his house. That's the problem.
Okay, whatever.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem.
Listen, when I was married, my ex-husband we used to have this joke, and he would say, before we got married, we used to have sex. And I said, yeah, before we got married, you used to cook.
So you were having sex with him because he was cooking?
No, I'm sure not. But I think, it was like, you tricked me. Well, you tricked me too. You know what I mean? So, but what I can say is, since then, what I've learned is, again, the feelings are much harder to get back than they are to maintain. So if you are already falling off from a sexual standpoint, you have to do everything in your power to initiate. And I don't mean by everything in your power, I don't mean doing the housework, right? I mean, like, continuing to try to maintain that sexual chemistry, because it's very easy to just kind of let it go.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You want to maintain sexual chemistry, but you don't maintain sexual chemistry by bargaining.
Being manipulative. And King Ken, I am a girl.
I hate
to warn you. Like, I don't know. I am a girl.
Yeah, the girl list is going to come out. That's what happens. But this is why you guys got to stay on top of your game, because if y'all not, your woman is going to influence you, and then you're going to be washing dishes so you can get some pussy. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Tourist sex equals she's not feeling you. I totally agree.
Exactly. So Russell said, if you have a fuck buddy who you actually want to take more serious, more than sex, should you just keep quiet and keep smashing? Well, here's the thing. Again, this is where the vetting process.
Did you watch yesterday's show?
Right. This is the vetting process. So so if your girl is your fuck buddy, she should be your fuck buddy for at least, 3-4 months. Right. And then as time goes on, then you can do extra shit. But there's a vetting process. So while you're doing that, you're vetting her to see if she could be more than just a fuck buddy. And then if she shows and proves, then, you can say, look, we can move the relationship onto a more, better thing. You understand what I'm saying?
I just had a thought about the cleaning. Why don't you just hire a cleaning person?
Yeah, I mean, that could work too. So, don't women think dudes who want sex quicker put sex on a pedestal, therefore they string them along? No, this is the thing. Guys who put sex on a pedestal are the ones who act like sex is everything, which is why they feel some type of way about women having sex. And so what happens is, if you're that guy who acts that way, right, then what's going to happen is that she's going to say, okay, he's the type of guy who doesn't get sex that much, which is why he's putting on a pedestal, which is why he's acting this way, which is why I'm going to act that way. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you're in a situation, right, and you're telling a girl that you want to have sex and you're interested in having sex with her and you're being flirtatious, what you have to understand is that a chick having sex with you quickly is not about even the sex. It's about compliance. It's about, is she following your directions? Is she doing the things you want her to do? You see what I'm saying? And sex is just another thing that you're seeing if she's going to do it. Right? So you're not saying, yo, let's get together, let's hook up, let's fuck because you're thirsty to fuck. It's more so, I'm letting you know this is what I want to do, and I want to see if you're going to do what I'm saying to do. You see what I'm saying? So that's part of it also. I said, how often can you smash with a girl you just met? I met a girl in a club. We smashed. She texted me the next day to come smash again. I'm looking for a relationship. He's like, oh, I'm not looking for a relationship. Just want to have fun. Just see her once a week, bro. That's it. Don't be seeing her every damn day. Just once a week and then you're good. So, Lakari, I got married 5 years ago and I'm not getting sex. Is there something wrong? Is it you joking? I don't know if you're joking, but yeah, there's definitely something wrong, bro. You might need some coaching. On your live show a couple of days ago, you mentioned that when a woman is out on a date with you and she asks, who do you live with? That's a good indication that she wants to have sex. Well, yeah, that's a good indication that she may want to come over your house to have sex. That's why she's asking you those questions. You see what I'm saying? But also you got to look at things in context too. So if y'all are on a date, y'all are having fun, y'all laughing, joking, everything is cool. You know, y'all are flirting. You might have kissed her and all of that. And then at that point, she's like, so who do you live with? Yeah, she's trying to see what's popping. All right, let me see. What about Devin Franklin? Megan Good made him wait till they were married. So they tell us think they're legit. Oh, is that Megan Good's ex? Well, they that's the thing. Again, women are going to act differently to different guys. So there's guys that Megan Good fucked with that she ain't fucking making them wait like that. She made that guy wait like that because that's the type of guy who felt he needed to wait because of his religion and all that other goofy shit. You feel what I'm saying? So how come when I go put looking for pussy, I don't get none, but when I chill, the pussy fall in my lap? I mean, well, listen, again, like I said, if you are the type of guy that you're not thirsty for it, you're not begging for it, you're not chasing it, and on top of that, you are not judging women for being sexual, then chicks are going to want to fuck you, right? But if you're the type of guy that puts pussy on a pedestal and you're one of these lame dudes who ain't got no fucking game, then you ain't gonna get it like that. That's just how it works. This is how it works. But guys, listen, I'm about to wrap it up. So listen, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Tomorrow we're gonna have the show 4:15 with me and Miles. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I will holler at you guys later. And also remember, make sure you guys get on that Patreon too, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. All right. So that's pretty much it. I'm out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.